Back now at 7:43 with a pint-sized preacher. Cannon Tipton was just 21 months old when he first took to the pulpit at his family's Pentecostal church in Mississippi. Now the 4-year-old internet sensation is set to be featured on a National Geographic special. We're going to talk to Cannon in a moment, but first his story. Mouths of babes has new meaning in the digital age.
When Cannon did what he did that night, preaching, my wife started videoing, and we put it on YouTube, called a few of our friends and said, hey, look what Cannon did, and it just got over 4 million hits, and so absolutely shocked us, and it was amazing. It was all an accident, but thankfully we did capture it on video.
It's very overwhelming. We put it on Apostolic Live, and they shut down the website. People trying to view it.
And who was on the platform behind you? You remember? And there was somebody else. Daddy? What were we telling you? Preach, Cannon. Preach.
I'm a preacher.
You're a preacher. He's been labeled the world's youngest preacher, and that intrigues me. It's something that we never dreamed. It feels like a fantasy world that we're living in. With Dad and Mom.
Cannon's family says he doesn't preach on cue, only when the Spirit inspires him. Now 4 years old, his evangelical enthusiasm also has a message.
Hallelujah. I'm preaching it out. For the one Lord, and we it's the Lord and the Word. You are the Pentecost of Anita, Mississippi. The Lord is here tonight. And his name is Jesus. There's only one God.
Cannon is with us now, along with his parents, Pastor Damon Tipton and Candy Tipton. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Well, we'll ask Cannon a couple questions in a minute, but Damon, first I'll start with you. How do you explain this gift, this ability to stand in front of crowds and preach?
Well, one word comes to my mind, and
Freak!
Phenomenon. I really believe it's a phenomenon. And what Cannon does, it's very unusual. I've never seen anything like it, even though being his parents, so it's quite something.
Well, you, of course, are a preacher. You're the son of a preacher. He grew up in church. There will be some out there watching this who say, he's just 4 years old. He started at 21 months. Yeah. Is he mimicking? Do you think he's mimicking what he hears, or do you think this is a calling?
I think it is. I think it's a little of both.
Yeah.
I think, yes, children absorb whatever you put in front of them, and most all of his life, all of his life thus far is, he's been around the ministry, church, and of course he is mimicking, but I do feel like the hand of God is on him in a special way.
Candy, do you think he understands what he's saying, the words that are coming out of his mouth?
Yes, ma'am, to a degree I do. Yes, ma'am.
Since he started when he was 21 months, I imagine he's evolved and you're understanding more and more of the words he's saying.
Yeah.
Is that right?
He's learning. Yes, ma'am.
Cannon, can I ask you a couple questions? Why do you like to preach? Just like your daddy, huh? Yeah. And are you ever nervous up there of all those people, or do you like to stand up there?
I like to stand up there.
Yeah. But how do you decide when you want to preach?
Because all the small people, they say Well, I really cook all the time.
You do. So he's like father, like son.
Yes, and like grandfather. So he is first-generation preacher. He certainly is. I'm very proud of him.
Do you ever find yourself surprised by what comes out of his mouth?
Absolutely. Some things that you really can't put together, and others, which I think is part of the phenomenon, in the anticipation of the audience, is the fact that when he says some things that have substance, Savannah, it really captures the audience. The fact that a little child like this could be saying things.
Before I let you go, I just have to ask you, you know there are going to be people out there who say at this young age, whether it's a gift or whether he's just mimicking you, maybe he's too young to be standing in front of the crowd. And how did you respond to that?
Well, I think everybody has their own opinion. The Bible does say, train up a child the way they should go, and when they get old, they will not depart from it. All that we have done is involved in church, and he himself has taken upon this passion. And so, we're not pushing him. He doesn't have an agenda. We don't travel with him.
And you don't mind if he's a preacher or not when he grows up?
Not at all. No, if the Lord's will in his life takes him to a different direction, I'm fine as long as he's in God's will.
All right. Candy, Damon, and Cannon, thank you so much for coming on. It's nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
And by the way, Pint-Sized Preachers airs tomorrow night on the National Geographic Channel, and we'll be back right after this.